At any point in this movie, I would rather be passing a kidney stone than watch these people act or talk any further. I watched 5 horror movies on Netflix which I picked at random, and they were terrible. Without further ado, I'm going to just jump into these movies and tell you what they are and why you should not watch them. But first, according to YouTube statistics, it turns out only a small percentage of people who watch my videos are subscribed. If you like this video, please consider subscribing. It's absolutely free and you can always unsubscribe. Now, number 5.
据说东湖大学的女鬼桥在午夜12点，原本13层的阶梯会多出一阶。
The first movie we're talking about is The Bridge Curse, a Taiwanese horror film. The Bridge Curse looked really good on the trailer. Its trailer looked pretty promising. But I switched on the movie, and 10 minutes into the movie, I realized that it's basically an early 2000s American horror movie, but with all the white people replaced with Asian teenagers. The Bridge Curse is a horribly uninspired, boring, dull piece of work. It could have been maybe a little bit better. It could have been unique and interesting, but it fails on every single front. The only benefit of doubt that I will give The Bridge Curse is that it's not actively bad. Like, it's just dull and boring. It rips off a lot of concepts and ideas from early 2000s Asian horror like The Ring, Ju-on, Shutter, but it executes them so badly, and you've already seen these scares so many times that you're just like, you know what, this is dull, it's a waste of my time. And this is one thing you'll notice in common with all the 5 movies I'm going to list out. It's that the directors forget that before you can be a good horror movie, you need to be a good movie. Period. Number 4. Kunti Lanak 2018. Kunti Lanak. Okay, where do I start with Kunti Lanak? Kunti Lanak suffers from a lot of things. Super campy storytelling, really cringy acting, horrible sound effects, and you'll know what I mean in a minute. And it's overall just a terrible Indonesian horror film. Kunti Lanak is very loosely based on the Indonesian folklore of Pontianak or Kuntilanak, but this movie does a disservice to both horror cinema and the folklore. The problem with Kuntilanak is really simple. Have you ever seen a horror movie and there are these scenes where you can tell something is going to happen, like a jump scare is going to happen. Maybe a character closes a bathroom mirror and then opens it, and then when they close it again, there's a ghost standing in the mirror. Now imagine every single time there was a potential scene like this and it ended in a jump scare. And it was a jump scare every single fucking time. That's the main problem with this movie. Now, many directors use this anticipation that we have for a jump scare to keep us hanging, to build tension. Like, imagine someone closes a door and we expect something, but there's nothing there. Which means we're still scared, we're still tense, we're still invested. But Kunti Lanak delivers these jump scares, boom, 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 left, right, and center, over and over and over. And you're just like, please, I don't want to do this because it's bad. It's not because it's scary, it's because it's just awful. And the acting is terrible. I know these are child actors, but good God, Haley Joel Osment was a child actor in The Sixth Sense. That kid from A Quiet Place was a child actor. And they were good actors. It's no excuse to put out such garbage. Long story short, Kunti Lanak is a horribly shitty movie with terribly cringy acting, and its highlight would have been its cringy acting if it wasn't for the fuckload of awful jump scares that make no fucking sense. Number 3. The Silence. Don't watch The Silence. Don't do it. Just don't. The Silence is Netflix's own version of A Quiet Place. Except imagine if A Quiet Place was made by a really shitty director with horrible scripts, with terrible acting, with awful CGI, and zero stakes. Like, you just don't give a shit about anything that happens. That's exactly what The Silence is. The Silence replaces all the tension, the high stakes, and the depth of A Quiet Place with fucking CGI pterodactyls. I mean, they look like pterodactyls, which are those little flying dinosaurs, and it is so painful. Long story short, if you see The Silence pop up on your recommendations or your recommended movies, don't watch it. Do not watch it. Why did I watch this movie? I think I might hate myself a little bit, I'll be honest. I think it's just self-destructive behavior. Anyway, moving on. Number 2. The Maid. The Maid is a Thai horror film, and I personally love good Thai horror films. I like Phobia, I like Shutter, Phobia 2, Alone, they're all great movies. But no amount of love I have for Thai movies could save The Maid from being a terribly dull movie. The movie follows a woman who starts to work as, surprise, surprise, a maid for a really wealthy family. And fairly soon she starts seeing a spooky figure, which is obviously, expected. This movie does take a pretty interesting left turn around the third act of the movie, where it goes from being a horror movie to being something else entirely. But none of that can save this movie because the main character, the protagonist, has acted awfully. And honestly, it's not just her, it's all of the actors in this movie. They're all they overact to a point where you're just like, please just leave me the fuck alone. And I'll be honest, this was the only movie I could make all the way through to the end without too much difficulty because as far as pacing goes, The Maid is decent. But this is like the best of a bad deal. So out of these five movies, if you had to pick one to watch, I would suggest you watch The Maid. But it's still a shitty, terribly bad movie that you should not watch because it's awful. Finally, number one. 6 minus 5 equals 2. The Hindi version. Okay, so we have an Indian horror movie on this list, and I honestly just watched this to round off this list to a complete, five movies that you shouldn't watch. I didn't expect it to be so bad. I've heard a few good things about the original Kannada version of this movie, and this is a Hindi remake, and it's the only one I could find on Amazon Prime or Netflix. It's awful. It's so bad. So this is a found footage movie inspired by the Blair Witch Project, which is a statement I never thought I would say about a movie that's so shitty. It follows a group of 6 youngsters who go on a trek in a forest, and they decide that they want to document their trekking journey, which is very convenient for the plot. And long story short, I think 5 of them die and 1 of them survives. So, yay, awesome. I haven't seen the original Kannada version of this movie, but I think this movie sucks so bad because, again, I'll tell you the problems with the movie before I go into why it's so terrible. It has horrible script writing. The actors are just fucking terrible. I swear to God, I would not say this about first time actors, but they're all so bad. The acting is painful. I felt like at any point in this movie, I would rather be passing a kidney stone than watch these people act or talk any further.
23 अक्टूबर 2010 जब 6 दोस्त सिद्धार्थ, भानु जयराज, हर्ष लुल्ला, राजा, सुहाना और प्रिया ट्रैकिंग के लिए के फॉरेस्ट में गए।
ये जंगल है ना, जबरदस्त भूल भुलैया है। अगर हम एक बार भी गलत रास्ते पर गए ना तो जिंदगी भर यहीं भटकते रह जाएंगे।
And that's where this movie's biggest problem is. If they had been actually inspired by the Blair Witch and done what the Blair Witch did, they might have had a good movie on their hands. But they didn't, so instead they have a big flaming pile of garbage which makes life uncomfortable for everyone involved. So, interesting bit of trivia. What the Blair Witch Project did was they basically sent the actors out into the woods with a couple of cameras and gave them very rough instructions, told them to be at specific parts of the forest at specific times of day, where they'd be given further instructions. What this movie does is heavily script the whole interaction, the whole experience, and every single thing the actors do, which is horrible. It just comes across as really badly done, and the actors don't know how to act. So you might as well have let them just go loose in the forest and tell them, you know what, figure out what's going to happen. And they could have just messed with the actors a little bit, and their reactions would have been more genuine than what they've done on this movie. In fact, that's what the directors of Blair Witch did. They let the actors go out into the woods with a camera, and they actively started messing with them by playing noises in the night, by leaving weird markers and trails for them to get disturbed by. And the actors, a lot of the reactions were very genuine. In this, nothing is genuine, nothing is believable, and I can't say what I wanted to do because it violates community guidelines. Anyway, on a side note, apparently they spent like 6 weeks writing the script for this movie, which I don't understand how and why they would, because if I spent 6 weeks on something, it wouldn't be so bad. I don't know. Maybe I'm just talking out of my ass. So, long story short, don't waste your time with these movies. I have better recommendations, like I told you. You can check out some of the movies. It'll be either here or here or here. I don't know which part of the screen it's going to be appearing on, but I have a few recommendations for much better movies. Go watch those. They are a lot better than any of these movies. And this is a reminder of why it's good to read a couple of reviews before you dive into a movie, because otherwise you will just be wasting an hour or two of your life that you will not get back. And unlike me, I don't know if you will be making a review as well, so I don't think anything good can come out of it. Till next time, stay scared. I've been Vishnu. You've been amazing. Thank you.